Good morning, Eric from Denver Penny Picker here. I just want to show you that in my last video, that box of customer wrap rolls, sold that and essentially picked up this. It's about 11,000 copper cents, some buffalo nickels, early Jeffersons, even a few silver in this round. It's insane. Um, all the copper cents, literally 1909 to 1981. I've searched quite a few of them already. I've got varieties to show you. It's awesome. Um, Let me turn the camera around and I'll show you. So, yeah, this is like part of it. Um, there's probably maybe about 5,000, 5,500 pennies right there, all coppers. Um, Searched, all copper. Wheaties, 1909s to 1939s. 1940 to 58s. There is a lot of awesome pennies in here that I found. You can see right in front, 1909 BDB. I'm going to show you guys these throughout the video. So yeah, you can see it's going to be an insane, fun hunt. So I'll see you in a little bit. So right here, this is a 62 Denver. This coin is gorgeous. As you can see, some of the flaking from what they put over the coin during the mint process. But you can see right there, there's a little bit of extra D right there on the side. So that's an RPM on this one. This is an RPM dash 001. As you can see right there, I have found 9 of these so far. According to eBay, MS like 63 and higher average sale, about $100. That's of course 4 graded. So just wanted to bring you in on that. I have found 9 so far, and every one of them would grade in mint state plus 63 or higher. So pretty cool so far. So this is kind of a cool one. It's another one of those. So this is the 10th 62D RPM 001 that I found. But then you move it up to the skull right there. There's a nice big old die crack. It's pretty cool. So that makes it a little more rare. But anyway, just wanted to show you that. Something really cool. So just a quick little cut in here. I've been searching this collection for about 2 weeks now. Yeah, I was a little bit off. There's probably closer to 15,000 coins. But just a little quick thing. 1909, 1939. 1940 to 1958. So, I mean, you can see right here, that's already in a different bowl. We got more of those. These are 1960 Denvers. I haven't even searched yet. There's between 500 and 700 in there yet. These are all the coppers searched. And some of these are going to be original bank rolls. I'm not going to open them because there's really nothing I'm looking for on the dates on these. So these will probably be eBay sales. But yeah, that's going to be Buffaloes and some early Jeffersons. And then right in here, these are going to be my lower finds and varieties found. I'm just going to show those at the end. I had about 6 hours of footage that was just crazy, so I just condensed everything and shot a whole bunch of new stuff. But it's going to be some crazy stuff. There's some good key date Wheaties in here, awesome varieties, double dies, RPMs. Yeah, it's just crazy. This is, like I said, so far 2 weeks searching it, and I still got all of those 60 Denvers yet. So I will see you soon. So another neat little RPM you can look for on the 1960D. It should be on either the large date or the small date. You can see right here, I can't remember the exact number, but you see a split in the serif there and a split up here. That means when they repunch the mark, they kind of missed it. Looks like it's twisted kind of counterclockwise. But cool little RPM to look for. They're pretty common. Should be able to find one very easily, but yeah, just wanted to bring you in on that. So everything's been searched. This was an insane collection. Somehow I lost some footage that I recorded on some of these RPMs and DDOs. So I'm going to have to show you photos of them on the laptop. At least those saved. But let's go through some of the finds. So there's that 1925S RPM 003. So here is a photo of it. Let me grab my phone. As you can see, it is damaged, but if you look right here, there's a part of an S and then the other part of an S right there. So that one is actually an RPM, and that's a pretty decent one. Kind of a rare one to find, but and I ended up actually finding 4 total 63D DDOs. I gave one to the coin dealer as like a tip, but just a reminder of what they look like. I lost footage on that, but if you look right there, there's a part of a 3 right there, so we got a double die, a true one. These can be worth some pretty good money, around $100 a coin, so that's part of it. Got 3 silver dimes. We got a 1961, so dimes, anything before 1964 were made of 90% silver. We got a 1955 S Roosevelt, one of my favorite coins ever made, the Wing Liberty or the Mercury dime. It's a 1923 S. It's a little bit lower mintage, kind of a better date, but still not worth a whole lot. Got a clip dime in this collection. It's not worth a whole lot with that little bit of clip, but it does add a little bit of value. It's pretty cool. So here are the finds of this collection. This whole thing is all coins minted under 20 million. 2, 3, 1909 VDBs, 1911D, 12D, 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 13S. It is damaged, but it is still a very lower mintage coin. I want to say around 4.5 million. 13D, lower mintage, around 10 million. 15S, great coin. I want to say around 4.5 million on that one. 21S, around 10 million. There's another one, 22D. Now these are not the 22Ps. There's one you want to look for with a weak D or no D. In 1922, all pennies were minted in Denver. So there's 3 of them. 23S is a pretty decent one. That's around 10 million. There's 1, 2, 24S. Ton of those, around 10 or 12 million. 26S. Great one, around 4.5 million. I'm missing one in here. Where did you go? 24D, that's a good one. I want to say there's only like 2.5 million. I mean, that coin's probably 10 to 20 bucks just on its own. 27S's, 28S's, 31s. So remember, these are all under 20 million total minted. 32s, get 32Ds. Yeah, those are the coins in the background I will not search. 33s, 33Ds, 38S, and 39Ds. So just some really, really good coins. Yeah, this is a pretty penny. Yes, pun intended, just right in there. Also, there's about 20 total buffalo head nickels. If you don't know what those are, here's a couple right here. Nothing rare. You can still find these in circulation today, just in your pocket change. And then, kind of cool to bring out, first 2 years of the Jefferson nickels, 1938 and 1939. On the back, too bad they don't have a mint mark, but if you ever look on these, pretty much before 1964, I want to say, the mint marks were on the back. Some of those years in the 60s didn't have mint marks. They would be to the right of the Monticello on the side there. But a couple more interesting finds on that. Like I said, there was about 20 buffaloes in there, and 3 1938s and 3 1939s. I know there was a DDR double die reverse on the 1939. None of them had them. All right, so quick little history. Doing 1921. So in 1921, the first radio broadcast of a baseball game happened between the Pirates and Phillies at Forbes Field. A couple of little other things. Gucci started selling his handbags in 1921. And Coco Chanel introduced Chanel number 5 in 1921. I hope you enjoyed this video. It might be a little bit long. Stay tuned. Hopefully I should have something out in a week this time. This collection was huge. I wish I could have showed you everything. There were so many varieties that were very similar to that 1960D that I showed you, that it was insane. I mean, there was literally hundreds and hundreds of those varieties in there. If I would have recorded everything on that, I mean, this video for YouTube would probably have been about 7 hours long. Just an insane collection. It's a lot of fun. It took a lot of time to go through. Now, I didn't look through all varieties. There are some years I just don't look at. Any of the 73, 74, 75 to 79s, I don't look at. There are minor RPMs, minor DDOs, DDRs, double die obverse, double die reverse. I don't look for them. That's why I have a few repeat customers on what I sell. I put 95+% of the varieties I find back into the bulk coins that I sell. I do keep a couple of good ones for myself, obviously. But that's what I do. But yeah, I mean, it's like the floating roofs. There were so many of those that I found. There was a little video I posted a while back. Very easy variety to find. It's just from an over-polished die that just didn't stamp anymore. But yeah, like I said, crazy collection. Lots of weird stuff, cool stuff, surprising stuff, like 3 silver dimes. I didn't expect that. 20 buffalo nickels. I didn't expect that. The Jeffersons went from 1938 up to 1967, I believe. So, but yeah, stay tuned. We'll have more videos coming soon. I'm working on getting this set up to sell to a person to get more for the videos. Thank you for everybody that had donated to this. That's what all that money went to, was to all of this kind of stuff. So appreciate it. And we will see you again soon.